and welcome to Reason News. Today we're diving deep into the latest development in South Africa's ongoing energy crisis. Nersa's approval of Eskom's tariff hike. This is a story that affects every single South African. So let's break down what this means for you, your wallet, and the future of our power supply. The National Energy Regulator of South Africa, Nersa, has just given the green light to a 12.7% electricity tariff increase for Eskom. This hike will take effect from April 1st, impacting households and businesses across the nation. This decision comes amidst widespread public frustration over persistent load shedding and the struggling state of our power grid. Nersa argues that this increase is necessary to allow Eskom to recover costs and invest in infrastructure improvements. They claim it's a crucial step towards stabilizing the power supply in the long run. However, many are questioning whether this increase will actually lead to tangible improvements, considering Eskom's history of mismanagement and corruption. The timing of this hike couldn't be worse, as South Africans are already grappling with a high cost of living. This additional financial burden will undoubtedly strain household budgets and further exacerbate economic hardship for many. Businesses too will feel the pinch, potentially leading to job losses and hindering economic growth. Here's what the independent energy analyst has to say about the tariff hike.
People can't afford electricity at its current price before those increases come in. There's something like 11 million households who live in what is referred to as energy poverty, where they're having to make daily decisions between electricity and food. And the implication during the announcement of the tariffs was that Nersa was protecting that from happening. But the truth of the matter is it's already happening. And a 12.5% increase is actually about threefold current inflation. So whereas it wasn't 36%, 12.5% it's just not affordable to those 10, 11 million households in energy poverty. That to me is the biggest takeaway. The second thing is that both Eskom and Nersa use the same methodology to come up with the so-called allowable increases. It's a fairly complex thing. I won't go into too much detail, but Eskom says how much revenue they need and what their expected sales are, and then they just divide the revenue by sales to come up with an actual tariff. And both Nersa and Eskom use the same methodology. Now, I'm not sure how Eskom, using the same methodology as Nersa, can come to the conclusion that they need a 36% increase, and Nersa can come to the conclusion that they need a 12.7% increase, using the same sort of matrix, if you like. So there's a complete disconnect or breakdown in the way in which the tariffs are increased. A third point, Eskom are going to get about 60 billion less in this first year than they requested. But in the second year, they're going to get about 85 billion less than they requested. And in the third year, 100 billion less than they requested. And the reason those numbers go up like that, although the increases come down from 12.7 to 6 to 5, is that the base at which they start, if they don't get the 36 in the first year, then what they were requesting in the second year, there's a bigger gap. In the third year, a bigger gap still. So essentially, over the 3 years, Eskom are going to get about R250 billion less than what they asked for. The implications of that, I haven't even started to imagine.
Experts are divided on the long-term effects of this decision. Some people believe it's a necessary evil to secure a more reliable energy future. Others argue that it's simply throwing good money after bad, and that more drastic measures are needed to address the root causes of the energy crisis. The debate continues, but one thing is clear: this tariff hike is a major turning point in South Africa's energy story. Nersa's decision to approve Eskom's 12.7% tariff hike is a complex issue with far-reaching consequences. What do you think about this development? Let us know in the comments below. Is this a step in the right direction, or will it just deepen our energy woes? We want to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth analysis on the stories that matter to you.